Right up in here is where the brake line rusted through. Started leaking the other day. I was in the middle of hauling some mulch back to the house, and I noticed that the brake pressure or the brake pedal went almost to the floor. Fortunately, I still had the front, but yeah, I'm gonna have to replace this. This line runs from here, it goes from up here, and that crescent wrench, that little pipe wrench, and it runs down through along the frame, back in through here. It goes up over top of here, somewhere right here, turns up over, goes around, connects right here, which someone put a repair fitting on there once before. I think what I'm going to do is try to disconnect it from here and up there at the ABS pump, and there's a repair here that someone installed, so this section must have been rusted out, and it runs the whole way back along here, along the side of the gas tank, the fuel tank. I put this piece in here because it was rubbing up against, and then I think it was supposed to initially go back in alongside of here, but someone had moved it whenever they replaced this line. But it runs the whole way back to here, and then this rubber line goes down into a T-fitting down here. This thing was so rusted that I had to use this wrench on it. This thing saved me a couple of times, but as you can see, the whole line is turning. It shouldn't be doing that. It's rusted inside of the fitting. Probably the flare fitting's messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little pipe cutter. I know it's made for copper lines, but it'll work on this. I'm going to cut this off here, and then I'm probably going to cut it up closer. It doesn't really matter. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to splice this. There we go. Let's see if this will turn. It's going to turn out now. I hope. I don't want the little bugger to break loose all of a sudden. No, it's not gonna do that for me, is it? No, it'll work this way. There we go. I think I have, I'm gonna need a big plug to fit in there. Okay, I got this cap on there. It's not ideal, but it might keep it from leaking. So let's get the rest of this apart. I tried removing the brake line from here, but that wasn't working. I couldn't get that off. So I was able to get it off back here. It's dripping out. So now I'm going to see if I can pull that line up and out through. Hopefully, and get a replacement. Well, here's the brake line. I had to actually go and cut it here again because there was no way I was going to get that out. This goes up over the frame and around and out the back. To be able to properly do this, I think I'd have to jack up the cab to be able to get it out. So I'm going to see if I can just go and get some flexible line and put that in. But right here is where the leak was. Looks like it blew the line out. So I'm gonna go see if I can find a replacement. I'm gonna be installing this CNC alloy tubing. This is supposedly pretty flexible. I think I've used it before. This is 3/16 by 24 foot. No, 3/16 by 25 feet. And this 3/16 by half by 20. And this 3/16 by 3/8 by 24 fitting. Got these from AutoZone. Pittsburgh steel double flaring toolkit. Comes with this, that, and then your flaring adapters, which I don't want to lose this one. My 3/16. I've double flared this end. Doesn't look the greatest, but I'm hoping that it'll work. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to straighten this line out and see if I can bend it quick. I flared this end up underneath the vehicle. Take this back out of here. Came out decent. So I'm going to put this on here, run the line back along the frame here, put it in place, screw this on, and then work my way up to the front. Okay, I got the replacement line put in. I put a piece of hose over it here and cable tied it to the back of this, and it runs down through here. It goes up to show you. Goes up under here, wraps up around the frame, comes back over here behind the fuel filter, and then connects to this other piece here. The flashlight's dead. I ended up using the old fitting because the new one I had just didn't fit that coupler quite right. So now I'm going to bleed the rear brakes, and hopefully everything goes without a hitch, without a problem. Well, I checked, no leaks. Well, I had to snug this up a little bit here, and I had to snug up that fitting at the coupler. And I started up the truck and applied pressure, bled all the air out of the rear lines, and it seems to be good now. So that'll do it.